So welcome to my little performance here today in front of a table. Today we're gonna use some time going through all the tools and gadgets that I've brought on our trip to Turkey and to Morocco that I used for repairs of pretty much anything that we have. Some really nice stuff, some I haven't used at all, and some I recommend highly. Others not so much, but let me go through all of it. Let me get all of it up on the table here first. Here I have the this chain. We used this chain loop on the way, pretty much all the way, both in Turkey and in Morocco. I wanted to bring a hammer, an axe, and I found one in the hardware store and just filed down the end there. So that has been really useful. As you see in the videos, we use that to put up the tent with. Furthermore, I have a full set of tire irons. One long and two small ones, as you can see. And furthermore, I have this this thing here I'm gonna unpack. So this set of, it's a pump that you plug into the bike, an electric pump. I only used it once, not for our bikes, but for somebody who needed some air. But that was pretty cool. It pumped up the bike in no time. So I'm really happy with that system here. So there's a sealing system that you can put in the tire if you have a small hole or something like that, which is that's cool enough. And then you pump it up, you're ready to go. I'm happy with that bike. It doesn't take up much space, so that's just really good. I have another set of, there's some tape in here, clutch wires, some gloves, working gloves, and some rubber gloves. A chain breaker and riveter. I'm not keen on taking it out. It's really, really heavy though. It's from Kraftmeyer. It was a hefty one, so I thought that was the one I needed if I needed to do some work on my chain. I haven't used it, I can't say, but it's really sturdy and it's German, so I will go for that. I have another little gadget here that I will unpack. The zipper is not. So that's my repair kit. Yeah, I won't go through how to use it, but you just basically take one of these strips here, run out, put it through the thread of this thing here. This is to enlarge the hole. And you will use this next. You put this through the hole here in the end here. You stick it through, and you pull it out. That's basically it. It was Max's nail was pulled out and repaired with this kind of kit in Turkey in the early days. So I'm happy I bought this. We never repaired. Max's tire after that. We drove 12,000 kilometers on that with no problem, just fixing it with this. So that was pretty cool to see. Next I have this Moto Hansa toolkit that I'm really fond of. It's a really, really nice little set of tools. That I highly recommend. Super high quality. It has pretty much anything. The only thing I added to this set is this plier here. It has a ton of stuff here. There's a knife here with all sorts of tools, screwdrivers and pliers and stuff. So I probably don't even need that, but now I have that in there as an extra. Really nice pliers here that It's really nice quality, for sure. I don't remember the price. I'll put a link in there, put the prices in there also. I've used it a few times. I'm really happy to use this. Almost excited to break something so I can use that. And it comes with all these gadgets here. That's pretty cool. And these ones here. They don't have too many big ones, but I think you can probably put a few bigger ones in there if you need it. Also, you can measure your tire pressure with this one here. And yeah, I can recommend this one here, and it fits in my small Givi toolbox, so I bring it on my bike. So one by one, I can open up this, and this is where the magic happens. This one first. What I didn't manage to do is get a variety of bolts and nuts. I got a little bit. It was just enough to get by. I would like to have more variety, but I didn't have time to find them. But it's one of the things that I'll make an effort for on the next adventure, is to have a variety of bolts and screws and hex bolts, just to have something. But I just managed to get by. So. Alright, so I have a variety of things that when I install things on the bike, I kept a few of the bolts and screws. So that's still here. Let's see what's down here. It's an alcohol tissue. Measuring tape. Oh, this is enough to bring with you. I just haven't come around to actually throw this out, but it will go as soon as I need the space. Metal wire, it's good to have for different things. Tape is always good to have. I have double-sided tape, so that's the kind of things that I thought was really important to have, so I have plenty of that. Sewing kit, just normal sewing kits with some really hefty threads and some needles. And I have the inner tube repair kit, just a standard one. Batteries for our headlights, a selection of tools all the way down from, so as you can see here, all the way from 7 all the way up to actually 17. I have put the 17 because I need it for taking out the back wheel, the rear wheel. So 17 I need on both on the bikes. So yeah, so that I have in the toolbox if I need it. A full set of keys basically. I have some hex keys here, some small ones. They're all the same. So that's what I have there. And yeah, some extra dividers to put in here. Some brushes. I intended to use them for working with some epoxy. I did do something, but it didn't turn out. So still have these that I could leave out if I need the space. Extra pliers. In both ends here. That goes up to 20 potentially. Up to 20. So I could actually use that for the rear wheel also. So that's what I have in this box. Okay, next one here I have what equivalent to JB Weld, but I know that these are not as strong as JB Weld. This is Pattex. These has been gold for me. This is fantastic to work with this stuff. So I totally recommend that you have a couple of those with you when you go on any trip. These are fantastic. All right, I love glue. So I have lots of glue. I have this one here also. So this is an epoxy, two two components, and this is what I call it, super glue. These ones there. So that's fantastic to have with you. Of course, I use Loctite 243 when I pull out a screw, especially on the KTM. They some of them come loose. I have here shrink wraps for wire works and other stuff. So that's good. I have a flashlight here that attaches itself to metal. Dividers, a little bit of screws that are leftovers from stuff. Oh, this is not screws. This is actually a chain link. If you break your chain, it's for repairs. Right. I actually have one chain, full repair chain, in one of the packs in the bottom. It's in the bottom of my the pack with my tent, so I didn't want to bring it out. But I have one extra chain with me. I have an extra for my watch. What do you call it? Wristband, if that breaks. I have a fuel sock that we never used. It wasn't really necessary. The fuel was good all the places we were at. More of this electric wire tape. What is that? That's we call it ankle piece for the fuel hose. Here's a fuel filter, inline fuel filter for the KTM. I have magnets to pick up screws and bolts that is coming into the engine, whatever. I have a set of hex keys here, one full set. It's been nice to have. WD-40. I found this little nice bottle in a hardware store, so that was cool. And then a whole bunch of zip ties. Zip ties are always good to have, right? Different colors, length and colors and thicknesses. So that's what you need. So that's what I have in box number 2. All right, I have a full clutch set for replace if I burn out one of the clutches. I have levers. I have front and rear brake pads, one of each. Here is the gear change lever. So I have one of those, and I have a brake lever in case of they break. There's something coming in between and they break it off, basically. I have a clutch cable, complete clutch cable with me, and I have here what we call gaskets for the clutch cover. So when that belongs to that clutch lever set. I have some hook and loop pads that I can use, to cut them out and to size and put stuff on it if I need it. I wanted to use it for the tablets, but it never happened. I couldn't find a place where they could fabricate a aluminium holder for me, so I never did use this. But I'll keep this. These are pretty good to have. I have a repair kit for anything related to fabric, such as you can see it here. Some more gloves, thin rubber gloves for repairs. Mist resistant. We actually needed those in the winter, but it was only a few days that we needed it, so they're still here. We can still use them next time. I have an extra throttle with me. It breaks. Small thin rope, and I have a little bit thicker I can't remember. I think it takes like 600 kilos in strength. Is like a parachute cord. And I have, just in case, inner tubes, 19-inch for the front, and the rear wheel 17-inch. In theory, you could probably just carry one 18-inch, which I might do next time, because an 18-inch would fit in the 19, and also it will fit quite easily in the 17. I just went through everything I have in my repair and toolkits for you right there. Is it heavy? Some of it is. I mean, these things are heavy. The chain is heavy. These things doesn't weigh anything. Okay, these a little bit heavy. I would say one of the boxes here is pretty heavy. The rest of it is really not. I mean, of course, this is full of iron. Yeah, there is one thing that I forgot, and that is our kits for the radio, the Sena. It came with a lot of extra stuff, and I couldn't make myself throw it out, so I've been carrying it around. There's a few extra spares for the microphones and stuff that I think was nice to have with us, and there was some extra stuff for the earpieces that we essentially don't need. Yeah, so that's the only thing that I have with me. There's a couple of other things here and there, but not significant like these things here. The most important kit that I've used most is of course the tool set here, and yeah, those two boxes here. That's been essential for pretty much any repair that I've done, for clothing, for tents and everyday stuff. I have many years of experience in the boondocks, working in Africa and all over the world, and so when I wanted to put this kit together back 6 months ago, that's what came out of it. There's still things that I need to do. I already talked about, that's the screws and the bolts that I really want to expand on, because there's many bolts on the bikes that I still need to change, because I know it's going to be a problem. So yeah, that's my take on this. I really hope that you like to have a look at all my crap. Yeah, the tire irons, of course, we didn't use at all. We didn't end up in a situation where we actually needed it, and that's a good thing, for sure. Anyway, thank you for watching, and hope you will subscribe if you're not already, and see you next time. And don't forget to check out our membership things. We need your support, absolutely. What we're doing, traveling, and that's super expensive, and we need to take breaks once in a while simply to financially recover. Those breaks becomes shorter and shorter and shorter the more support you guys give us. So please hang in there, give us some donations, and be a member on a permanent basis. Then that's all I have to say on that. Thank you, and bye for now.